Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to Joe's Garage for another Subaru Saturday. In today's video, we're going to start working on the rear suspension and seeing which parts we're able to get off the car. Without wasting any time, we're just going to dive right in, so let's get to work. So I really need to jack the back of the car up, and I really don't have a great way to do this. I tried to jack it off the pumpkin and it kind of was a little wobbly. The way I have the front, I'm not sold this is the best way. So what I'm going to attempt to do is break this leading or control arm, whatever that may be. I'm gonna try and break those bolts free and see if I can get those out, because if I can, that is where I'm gonna be placing the jack stands. So that is the absolute first thing I'm doing in today's video. So it looks like this side's a 22. It's a little difficult to get the socket on with the amount of rust on there. This side looks like it's a 17. Go ahead and get a breaker bar on there. Gonna go ahead and pound this on there. Oh, I love that rust. If every single bolt comes off like that one, we could have a really nice day. Let's go for number 2. This one's a little worse. Yeah. Since the one side's supported, maybe it'll be able to support it enough. That's it.
Yeah, if it's off the ground.
Yeah, that's gonna
Whatever popped.
Yeah.
Alright, Monday would be good. It's got to be earlier in the day though. As I told him, he goes, can you paint my, because these boneheads still haven't painted his car.
Yeah.
Says, will you paint it? He said, how much?
Like that's more content if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly.
Somebody's got a videotape.
Yeah, I mean, if I knew I had an unlimited amount of money, I'd.
You gotta replace those.
Yeah, the bushings. I just realized it connects over to this side here. Yeah, I gotta put something on there to lock that up, but we got it freed up. It didn't break either, so that's a positive note. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that all with some lubricant before I go ahead and knock that piece out. I'm surprised that didn't break. Okay, so it looks like it was a 19 millimeter on this side here, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing we were just doing. That came off perfectly. Let's go back to this side really quick, show this piece coming out. back there is actually broken off. I think I'll be able to drop this whole entire control arm, whatever that is, the adjuster for the camber. I'm gonna go ahead and get this removed though too while I'm here. Nice. Let's go ahead and put these back in here. Even though that bushing got ruined, it's still a good sway bar link. Shove this back in there like this. Just like that. All right, let's remove that next piece. There we go. Nice. We got that thing down. And now we have the washer and nut for this piece here. I always try and do this just so I can keep things a little more organized. So we got 2 pieces pulled. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Got those 2 right there. Try and get this brake caliper off really quick, see what we can do. I secretly knew that was gonna go. Wow. See that? My lucky hammer screwdriver got that out for me. Let's kind of wiggle this. There we go. Very nice. Banjo bolt back in here. Very good. This one's in a little worse shape than the ones in the front. Okay, so this is a 17mm down here. I think I might just use the gun for this one even. Wow, that came out really nice. Very, very good. We're gonna go ahead and put the 17 on the impact on the other side. Remove that bolt. I was able just to unthread it like this. There we go. I'm trying to do less talking today, guys. So if you've noticed and you're enjoying this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the section below if you have anything to say, and definitely subscribe to the channel. We're gonna go ahead and look, that arm came right down. I do need to loosen some of these pieces here. We're gonna break it from that side of the suspension in just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these 2 nuts and bolts for the strut, and then I think this hub might come right out. I think this one was a 19. Okay, got the 19. I think I have the 19 box wrench. Let's see if we could just put the gun on it. Wow. Overall, I'm extremely happy with the way this thing's coming apart. I'm really surprised. I've never had this since I've owned the car. I've never taken the rear suspension apart. It seems to be coming all apart pretty easily. Wow, that is awesome. Right out like that, thread it into here. All right, time to get the axle nut out, and it is punched here, but I'm not worried about it. So I'm guessing it is. And just like that, axle nut's off. I'm putting this back on so I don't damage the threads. I'm gonna put it on far enough where it just kind of meets the axle. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit this a few times. I think that's actually it. Oh yeah, it's broken free. You can see it in the back. I'm gonna pry it and tap it. Go ahead with the socket. All right, that's almost out. I'm gonna go ahead and get it behind the shop. I think that might be all I can do. I was just wiggling this around here and I knocked it out of the strut and the whole hub just came right down. You can see now we have the axle out. That's pretty good. And we have to get a couple things disconnected over here before we can move on. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the axle pulled out of our way. Hopefully that comes right out. Nice. Oh yeah. We're making good progress. I thought maybe this was another adjusting arm, which it could have been. Now I know somebody suggested drop the whole thing at once, the whole subframe, suspension and all. I'm leaning towards this route just because I had to tear it all apart anyway. Wow. You can just see. Nice. You can really get a shot at how bad that rear subframe is. Completely gone up there. It's crazy how that rusted. Really not too sure what caused that, but that's in really bad shape. Definitely replacing this one. Blaster, and they use it for the working on cars. I see them etching like signs and making. Take my car apart. That was yesterday you brought me the jack. Set that caliper aside. Having a little trouble with these control arms on this side. Because I'm having so much trouble removing this long extended bolt and the other side came out so nicely, I'm gonna attempt to remove the arms, which this one's already free, which we started the video pulling that one. This one I was able to break free on the opposite side, so we're just gonna try and remove those arms with the hub rather than wasting more time on this single bolt. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Oh, yes. This thing is hot. Nice. Let's see, can I roll it? Yikes. Okay, so essentially while I remove the hub, this arm and this arm will come out together and we'll get that hub disassembled off the car. Okay, before I go any farther, I really want to try and disassemble the brakes here, because if I get the parking brake out of the hub, that'll help me a lot. I might just go ahead and break the ABS sensor so I can remove the hub off the car, because as of right now, it's just on the car, or on the hub. So we're gonna see if we can get this out and deattached. There we go. All these broken brake parts are getting tossed. Keep them just to show you guys though. Oh my God, this ABS sensor is definitely not gonna come out. We're just gonna end up replacing the ABS sensor. I don't know if this is gonna pull out. I'd really like it to. Actually, pretty loose. I'm surprised. I know you can't see it, but I've got the back with these pliers, just trying to work it back and forth. Oh, yes. Nice. Yeah, I think to save time, guys, we might just be cutting the speed sensor because I ain't got time to play, and I'll replace it later. I can always fix the wires, I guess. So here we go, the very first thing I'm cutting instead of trying to remove. It kind of hurts me to do this. We're gonna go ahead, get this axle nut out. We're gonna go for it, see what happens. Wow, that's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on so when I'm pounding this bad boy, I don't completely destroy it. See if we can get this axle free. Good. Remove this one real quick. I ran out of gloves. It's a pain in the butt. These are the last two holding it in, besides the axle itself. Hopefully I got all that. All right, so the hub's out. Let's go ahead and pull this axle real quick and then I'll move the hub. Oh, got it. I don't know if I damaged it. Looks like I just beat up the seal, but that's okay. Let's get out of here and pull that thing. We were so close to having everything off the rear subframe so I can get to the diff. Yeah. There we go. Happy about that. Set that down here for a minute. I think I can move the hub. And we'll go over this hub in a minute in some better lighting and talk about what we're gonna do. Ugh. Sick. Okay, without talking too much and wasting too much time, I'm gonna show you what we got pulled out here. With this hub, we had these two leading arms and their adjuster arms. I actually torched this one a little bit too hard. If you could see, there's a welt there. That's okay. I might have to replace some of these parts. I don't know how good of shape they're in. If I can use this, I will. But we couldn't get this studded bolt, this long bolt out. We were cranking it for, I don't know, I worked on that for like an hour, wasting my time. I should have just done what I did now and dropped it from the subframe, so then the whole hub came out at once. Got the caliper, a little sway bar, the link connector, the axle, which the axle seems like it's in good shape. Again, some of these parts might be replaced. We're definitely replacing the struts. I have a really exciting video coming up for that. Once we have all the car ready to be installed, all four wheels, you could see my brake, my rear drum brakes. We're definitely going to be reusing that. Just kidding. Look how bad this thing is. That's for the emergency brake. We did get the emergency brake out, which I didn't do on the other side, and I cut the ABS sensor. I was sick of wasting time. I'm most likely going to replace it anyway, so we're going to actually do the exact same thing on the other side. Cut this ABS wire, and it's coming out, and we're going to get this e-brake cable out of the other side also, so then I can pull that hub down, and then truthfully we're ready to try and yank down the rear diff. So that's where we're going with this, guys. If you're watching, give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep working. What are the chances these main bolts for the subframe come loose when I go to try and break them free? I have zero clue, but we're going to attempt it today. You can see these parts on the driver's side look a little different because everything came apart off the hub, and we had zero issues with this along. This was that one I was describing that wouldn't come out of the passenger side. I'm betting because it built a ridge here so it won't pull through. I'm gonna end up torching the rubbers and yanking the whole thing. Hopefully that's how that'll come out for the other side, but we can work when it's off the vehicle. All I need to do to this side is address this ABS wire, which I really didn't want to break, but like I said, we're going to be replacing it. I've decided, and getting the emergency brake cable out from the hub assembly, and then I am able to remove this hub. And like I said, for the other side, it doesn't look like the ABS sensor's coming out, so it doesn't thrill me to do this, but we're cutting it. One spring. Two spring. Bust that apart. There's a spring on the bottom, but no need to worry about it. There's these spring clips here that I thought would just break, to be 100% honest. There we go. All right, now we just got to remove the actual cable from that bracket. The other side came free pretty easily. There we go. So flip this back over like so. See if we grab this with the pliers, what'll happen. That's good enough for me. And here it comes. Not sure how that's supposed to be seated in there. Nice. And this hub is free. Okay, this one's all done too. Go ahead, set this aside. Then we're gonna be trying to attempt to break these bolts free for the subframe. We're gonna have to figure out a way to jack the car up if they start to come free. That's okay, we got two there, two on the other side, and I think there's two in the center also. Okay, so these are the two I'm referring to, and yeah, they're rusty. There is a chance that they'll break free for me though, if I can get the right wrench on there. I don't even know if I'm able to get the wrench on there I want to get on. Well, we're gonna go for it. Well, that sucks. They really don't make that good. That's not a great design. Might have to bring the subframe down before I can get that out. Okay, so, because I don't want to strip those bolts. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the rear subframe bolts broken free. That's what we'll do. And this is a true test right here. Wow. Believe that or not, it's going. Oh, that is crazy. The car's shaking so much it's scaring me. Oh man, it came out, and look how clean. It's actually pretty clean. So what are the chances this one breaks free too? I would love that. We're gonna give her a twirl. Oh, nice. Let's go. This is awesome. I'm just afraid if I leave it, it will seize in there again. Ah, no, it's killing me. Oh, come on. Oh my God, we got both out. That is awesome. So sick. I was really worried about these. All right, let's go back to the other side and attempt to get that last one. Because the way those two went and the first one went, I think there's a possibility that we get it out. I really hope this thing comes out. My arm is killing me. Come on, we got this. Oh, no. No. Oh. It was going so good. Oh. That is exactly why I didn't want to stop. My arms were giving out. I moved sides when I should have had it loose in the first place. I should have never stopped. Once it stops, it gets hot in there and it just seizes up the bolt and it refreezes. That's what it did, and I broke it. I'm so upset about that. Oh, I'm so upset about that. I'm gonna go for this last one. Nope, this one's definitely not going. Gonna try and torque it a little bit. Jesus. I will not be stopping this time. I think the only thing holding the rear subframe up is the diff attached there and the fact that we have the car jacked onto it. So I think what I'm gonna do is put some jack stands somewhere else to hold the car up, lift the car, and see if the subframe will come down a little bit. And that's what we're about to do. All right, here we go. We're gonna see if the subframe will drop a little bit if I lower the car. or if the car's gonna crunch when I put it on the jack. I gotta lift it. Oh yeah, subframe's coming down. So I got these two bolts I gotta get off here. Feeling like 16 millimeters. Of course this bar's in my way. Wonder if this will come out. You know what, we're gonna drop the sway bar really quick so it's out of my way so I can get easier access to those two holding the diff. I'm not wasting any time, we're just gonna heat it up. Hopefully these come as easy as the other ones did after I heated them up. It's a little dark, but same thing to this side. Get it real nice and hot. You can see that thing glowing. Had to pound a socket on it. Ah, ow, ow. Oh, there goes the sway bar link. Or I mean, the sway bar. All right, the very last thing I want to try and do is attempt to get these two nuts off and see how that goes. We're not gonna waste any time, we're just gonna heat them up and see if we can break them free with the big breaker bar. Not sure what size they are. This is a 17, so it looks like they're a 16. You guys see I'm a big fan of pounding stuff on. That one's good. We'll just go ahead and do both really quick before I heat them up. I might need an extension for this one. I'm gonna lower it. We're gonna lift the car some more. Hopefully the differential doesn't just fall right out. Just to be safe, I'm going to jack the car up high enough, put the two jack stands under the diff. Okay. See how those set up? We're gonna set the pumpkin right on this first one, and that one's just for safety. We're gonna go ahead and bring the car back down a little bit. There we go. Now the diff is sitting on that one jack stand, so hopefully it doesn't just go flying. Pounding that bad boy on. Get it back off. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to break these free without the heat. If we're having any issues, we're gonna heat it up. You can believe that. Nice. Ah. That's one. Let's see if we can get so lucky on this one. Ah, sick. Because I broke this one, I'm not sure how it's holding on. I'm gonna grab a whiz wheel and cut that really quick because I gotta wrap this up. That is so loud. Try not to hit my gas tank here. Nice. I think I might be able to lift the subframe over and out. We're gonna find out. Come on. What am I caught on? Okay, there we go. All right, guys, we did it. We got the rear subframe out, and I only screwed up maybe 5 things on the way. And I'm pumped with it. I'm super happy. And in the next video, we're gonna be getting this differential out and more of the drivetrain out. We're making some serious progress now. One of the major things that I broke was this bolt here in the unibody, just like the control arm bolt in the front. The difference is this one was starting to move and I stopped, let it seize, tried again, and that's when it broke. So I think we're gonna be able to extract this one a little better. I'm not even sure how it's broken in there, so I'm gonna probably cut this in half and see what we're working with also in the next video. But just take a look, guys. All the rear suspension besides the struts are out on both sides. We do have one long arm that we need to remove, but the car is jacked up on that long arm right now because I wasn't sure how else I was gonna jack the car up. The pinch welds are clearly shot. So yeah, that's it, guys. All the components are here. I'll give you guys a clean look at the subframe, the rear. This thing is toast. You know, a lot of these things I would try and fix, but I don't think there's a way I can fix this one. So right now I'm in the process of searching for a new one so I can put it up in there, or a used one that's in good condition. If you guys know what year I can swap in, because I am a Subaru fanatic, but I don't have that much knowledge and depth of the Subarus. So if you know what year I can swap into the Impreza and it'll work out, please let me know, because you know, any help like that saves me time, and I would really appreciate that. I know a lot of you guys have a really deep knowledge base on these Subarus. If you're watching, you're a fan of the car basically and the channel, but really any help I can get searching for the parts for this car, that'll be great. So let me know if you know what year I can use the subframe from, and pretty much any suspension pieces also. I would really like to buy a donor car, I've said that earlier, but yeah, we're done talking because obviously a lot of the times I just go on forever, and I don't want to do that, guys. I just kind of want to make this video sweet and to the point. So if you watched this far, I got a lot more done today, I feel like, than in the last 2 videos. I did those in a slower process. This one I tried to move along a little quicker. So if you noticed that, make sure to leave me a comment also in the section below. Give me a thumbs up so this video reaches more audience. That helps support the channel, and I'm really trying to make everything grow. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That means everything to me. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'm out of here. It's been another Subaru Saturday, and we're gonna catch you next weekend. Peace out.